What's going on, guys? It's Winmoto 88 back here again for another. This is going to be a short one compared to my usual 15-20 minute boring ass videos. I was looking through some of my guns and I figured I'd get a different, an oddball type gun out here and do a short little review on it. Now this is definitely an oddball. It's ugly. This is, I don't even have the tripod set up. I'm just doing this one hand. This is the one of the Slugger models of the Hatsan Escort Sluggers. They are made, obviously, they're made in Turkey with a lot of the other, several other brand names or marketing names that they, advertise these under. Hatsan, one of the bigger ones, the Escorts. Then they have the Escort Sluggers. Of course, this is, I did not cut this barrel down. It is super short. I thought it was 18 and a half. I measured it to the front of the chamber like you're supposed to. Obviously, when you measure a barrel length, the real way to do it, you're supposed to, close your bolt. Have that closed. You want to measure from the front to the front of the chamber, the back of the chamber. That'll give you the most accurate reading. And this was just barely. I mean, this was 18 and it was in between 18 and 8 and 18 and a quarter. So I mean, I couldn't even legally want to get the ATF involved now, but legally, I couldn't even cut this. I mean, I could shave maybe. I don't even know if I could shave that, but I mean, it's just barely 18. So, but this gun was all black. I got this at Walmart for, hell, I don't even know what I paid for this bag. It was during the pandemic, before all the prices went sky high, even at Walmart. I think I paid $115 for this. Maybe 120 something out the door, I think. But this gun was originally all black. It looked like this. Everything was black. It was a cheap gun. I got looking, and of course, me being me wanting to. I take a lot of cheap guns, and if I can get aftermarket stuff for them and kind of make them my own, I do that quite often. And I did find parts, aftermarket stuff for this, and even stuff that is not necessarily made for this gun, I could have put on here. So this was a good candidate, so I decided, screw it. I'm going to take the original stock off, and I wasn't sure if I wanted to go with the pistol grip on this or the bird's head, but I actually have I gave that to my buddy Gerald, which is my buddy Kyle, you see in the video, his brother. That'd be Kyle's nephew, Gerald's son, Matthew. Of course, I gave it to Gerald to hand down to Matthew, but I had a black, that was a 20 gauge that I put a birdhead's grip on. The little bird head, it just comes out, there's no drop, just kind of comes down and loops back a little. Or raptor grip, I think people call them. I put that on that 20 gauge pump. I actually, handed that down to him. So that was another gun that I dicked with. But this one here, I sanded her down first. And I did that. Let me move this here quick. It's up here. And that's the original stock. So, I mean, that's what you're looking at. As I bought it, without the pistol grip. First thing I did to this, before I swapped out the stocks and the grips, I sanded this down. Everything that was black on this, except for the bolt face here, the chamber face, and the upper part of the barrel. Everything else, I sanded down and painted this desert tan. It's kind of a whatever the hell. It's like it's a dollar store paint. It's not even called desert tan. It's kind of close. I don't have anything in desert tan. I was like, yeah, screw it. I got two things, an OD green and a bunch of black guns, and you know, not racist, obviously. But I had nothing really desert tan, so I said, ah, fuck it. I'm gonna go to the dollar store and get some cheap paint. Sanded this down pretty well, actually. Scuffed up this plastic here on the pump, and you know, just scuffed it up a little bit so it would adhere a little better. Took some alcohol over it, and went and got some paint, hung her up, and obviously I painted it this desert tan color. Stock, plastic stock. Decent rubber butt pad actually on the factory stock. I still have the all the mounting stuff in there in case I ever want to switch it out. But so then obviously after I painted it, let it dry. The stock I put back on for time being, and then I got to looking more at grips, and I found actually at that time I could not find anything in the US that was actually in stock and able. It was either out of stock or was not able to be shipped for some weird ass reason. So much weird stuff going on then. I think it was 2020. But so I actually found this place, Europe. It was some overseas. I forget. I just had the name in my head. It's European Arms or something. Not Euro Optic, something weird. But they actually shipped internationally, and I found them at a pretty decent price. I seen they had this grip on there. Of course, it's a hollow grip. There's nothing. It didn't even come with a bottom on it for like storage or nothing, but it's just an open hollow grip. It's plastic. But I did put the grip tape on there just because it's kind of really abrasive there with that plastic, that etching. But so I found this at it was like, I only paid $25 shipped, and this came from Europe. I think this came from, where the hell was it? It wasn't Russia, Czechoslovakia maybe, somewhere over there. But actually, super fast. I mean, it was here in less than a week. And everything was bolted right up, and you know, there's hardly any. There's a tiny bit of a gap there, but that's just how they're made. I mean, it's made to fit. You know, they're made for this gun. Everything lines up, and it is ugly, but I got it on there, took it out and shot it. It functions fine. I mean, sometimes when you alter these, like when I did my Raptor grip on my 20 gauge, it would not. You know, when you would shoot that, you know, one-handed, it would mess with the firing group because you had to cut that stock pin for the Raptor grip to fit. It messed with the you know, the recoil and everything, so you couldn't really shoot that one-handed. It was pretty much a single shot, even though it was a pump. But you know, you shoot it two hands and you'll be fine. But this one didn't have that effect because everything, you know, was made to fit. That Raptor grip I put on that 20 gauge, that was not made for that gun. I had to jerry rig it and fuck with it and make it fit. I mean, it fit. I filed it down and it fit. But of course, then you lose a little bit of functionality that you have to compensate for. But I mean, it still worked. I can make about anything work if I want. You know, I'm not bragging, but I'm just kind of a tinker type person. I can make anything work if I really want it to. But getting back to this Escort though, I put the grip on it, and put the grip tape, and then of course left the trigger guard here black. That's like a knurled. There's some paint that rubbed off. I mean, this is an ugly gun. I keep this. It's either in my spare bedroom in the Ken cabinet, or it's, you know, at the head of my bed as a ready to rock and roll gun and a bump in the night. Of course, see, it's been scratched, it's been beaten up, and there's some splatter there. There's an extra layer there that I didn't even care about. This is, like I said, this is an ugly ass gun. I took the choke out of it, or the not the choke. It didn't come with a choke. It's a full cylinder. It's an open cylinder, so you can shoot slugs, you can shoot buckshot, whatever, out of this. But I took the magazine tube out. So I mean, on this chamber for 3-inch, so it'll hold one in a chamber and four in the tube for 3-inch. So you can hold 5 3-inch, and then you can hold 6 2 3/4. Or you can hold 5 in the tube, and then 1 in a chamber. But yeah, the gun works, functions great. I mean, let me see if I can rack her here for you. Push this in. Yeah, I mean it functions fine. It functions fine. Rack's fine. Shoots like a absolute fucking monster. I mean, this gun is violent. Violent. Probably the most violent shotgun I've ever shot. Obviously, it is a 12 gauge. And this gun is violent. That's the only way I can say. I mean, everybody who's ever shot it once or twice and said, nah, I'm good on that. But like I said, it's a super violent gun. And I put this piece of grip tape here because there's a hole here where the back of the bolt, or the bolt for the back of the pistol grip is. I had to put a piece of grip tape over that just because that hole was so edgy. And you know, that was where, you know, I'm right-handed. But if you look, I mean, you're right there, and that recoil, that was cutting you. That was cutting you right there in the webbing of your thumb. I mean, it tore me up, tore Gerald up. Kyle never shot it because it tore us up. He said, yeah, fuck that, I ain't shooting it. But it's a fun gun, but it's a violent, nasty gun. And I've shot buckshot out of this. You know, I've shot steel shot, lead shot, you know, bird shot, lead and steel bird shot, you know, buckshot. I've never shot slugs out of this yet. You can shoot slugs though. I just have never shot slugs. And a 2 3/4 inch buckshot out of this. I don't care what number it is. I think I've shot double aught. I've never shot triple aught out of this. You know, I shot number 2, number 4 buck, but violent. I mean, hip shotting it is not as bad, but I mean, it's a violent gun. It's nasty. It's almost borderline not fun to shoot. I mean, depending who you are, but I mean, I enjoy it. But it has some nasty recoil. I think the only other gun that may come close to this that I own, I've shot some other ones, but that are as bad. As far as the ones I own, the only thing that comes close to this right now that I currently own is that Rock Island, that little fold-up single-shot 12 gauge that's 18-inch barrel, 18 and a half, and it is, I mean, literally, the only thing metal on it is the barrel, steel. Everything else is plastic. It's like the fake brown wood with the silver. That thing is absolutely a monster. It blew. First time I shot that thing, I broke it in with 3-inch, just regular birdshot steel, and it broke various blood vessels in my shoulder. And even with the stock on this, before I switched it out, this gun was even still violent. Not as bad as the Rock Island. With this pistol grip, it's ridiculous. Well, this is a gun. Pity anyone if I ever have to use this, because this is a self-defense gun and a fucking, just a toy, a range toy. It doesn't have any other, definitely don't have any hunting purpose. I would never take it hunting. I mean, it does have a dovetail there. You can mount something on it if you wanted. It just has the front wedge sight. I like call them wedge sights. But this is just a play around self-defense gun. But I pity the person who ever would happen to, if they would ever get in the way of this. This gun close range is devastating. But yeah, that's just We're on 15 minutes here. It's supposed to be quicker than that, but as you know me, I get rambling. But this is my own little experiment, tinkering project that I did, like I like to do with some of the cheap shit I pick up. Hatsan Escort Slugger, 12 gauge, product of Turkey, but my opinion, terribly tactical agrees. Turkey's turkey. It's ISIS, we hate them, but the fuckers do make some good shotguns, and they're not junk. I'd say 90% of them are super reliable. I mean, they take a beating, they're accurate, they function great, but we'll get off here, guys. We'll final look at this here. It's a little girl. I'm out here on the back porch. Nice little toy. Well, no gun's a toy. I shouldn't say that, but range toy, home defense gun. But Hatsan Escort, guys. Thanks for watching. Hopefully get out and do some fishing here. We got some rain last night, some storms, and didn't do a lot because everything's been so dry, but it did help. Hopefully everybody else where they need rain gets it soon. I know Rusty and a couple other guys in the chat last night, desperate for rain. I know you guys out in the Midwest and the Southwest need it. We need it here too, so everybody's safe, stay healthy, continue to pass the word about the Second Amendment and all your other freedoms that are slowly going away. Just stay awake, just stay awake. I know we harp on it all the time, but just stay awake, man. Do what you can, be prepared for you and your family, because at the end of the day, eventually it's going to come down to you and your family. You can't count on anybody else. So that's a look at the Escort, guys. Like, comment, subscribe if you have anything like this, if you ever did any toys like this, or little do-it-yourself projects, mashups, throw together shit, just for the sake of you being a tinker, or whatever you want to call it. This stuff's right down my alley. I enjoy it. So thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, share if you want. Shout out to everybody. TT, Scales, Bullets and Barbecue, Hampton Outdoors, Rob over there, Boomstick 779, everybody else, man. I know I'm forgetting. Mark Thomas, check him out. Great holster guy. Makes absolutely amazing leather holsters and other leather products. Like I said, hopefully get out and do some shooting. Like get out and do some fishing, like I said. Hopefully this weekend. It's supposed to be a little cooler, but I'll put something up maybe this weekend. I'll put some more con up. I know I've been lacking, but I'm still waiting on my gun to come in. Get to that whenever it does come in. Put it on here, but till then, stay safe. Thanks for watching, guys, and have a good rest of your week. And we'll see you next time. Later on, Wind Model 88 out.